Sorry, I was trying to tow.
That's all right, brother. I couldn't get it stopped in time.
All right, guys, we're getting close to qualifying, so I'm going to go ahead and pop off of the driver's meeting real quick. We got 125 laps tonight. You have 5 total sets of tires, 4 in the pits. And last week we had a lot of cautions. We had 21 cautions last week. So I'm going to be looking for that to be clear.
Everybody to the Goat Locker Xtreme Xfinity Series. Tonight, these Xfinity cars will be taking on Iowa Speedway for 125 action-packed laps. I'm going to be your announcer for tonight, Atlee Atman Weiss, and I'm excited to call all the racing action here on Intensity Broadcasting. Right now in practice, we see Garrett Kinder on the top of the board with a 23.72. Behind him in second, Jason Warren, 23.74. Third, Zach Wetstein, 23.75. Fourth, Jonah Colbert, 23.76. And fifth, Eddie Smith, 23.78. And right now, the top 5 is all separated by less than a tenth. This is just showing just how close the racing action will be here tonight at Iowa Speedway. Last week, we were at Myrtle Beach Speedway, and it was a wild one. We saw 21 cautions, 6 lead changes, but in the end, Joe Yakes ended up getting the win. Patrick Drobick took second. Josh Oswald finished third. Fourth is Andy Kurtz, and fifth is Daniel Cunningham. And again, we're here at another short track at Iowa Speedway. And I think Iowa Speedway is definitely one of the tracks here on the schedule where anybody can win the race. And I think we're going to see a lot of these short track guys come out and perform well. Drivers from like the Thunderstruck Super Series and some of the other short track leagues of the original Rebels Racing League. And we already see some of them on top, like Jason Warren, who did win the championship in the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series a little while back. So definitely watch out for him. And right now, the point standings are currently looking like this. We see Jonah Colbert is currently first in points with 1 win and 238 points. Then, about 28 points behind him, it's Joe Yakes. He's got 1 win this season. That was last week. Eddie Smith, third in points. Fourth is Patrick Drobick. And then fifth in points is Cody McElwain. So, not too much is separating first and second right now. But right now, Jonah Colbert looking pretty good with that point standings lead. And as long as he continues to run the way that he has been, I'm sure he will continue to keep that points lead. But anything can happen here at Iowa Speedway. Very difficult track, and you'll see why here during qualifying. I think you're going to see a lot of drivers get loose. A lot of drivers kind of get a little bit too hot into the corner. We're going to see a lot of that here tonight. And as always, we do want to thank Goat Locker Racing for sponsoring this league. Make sure to check out their YouTube channel, as they're always broadcasting races. And they have a lot of drivers representing them in this race tonight. Jamie Barkus, Patrick Drobick, all of them representing Goat Locker Racing. In practice, getting ready to wrap up here as we are getting set for qualifying. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time. And there we go. Garrett Kinder on the top of the board as we wrap up practice. And here we go. Now time for qualifying. And we're already getting some drivers on track. We see Jonah Colbert on track, your current point standings leader. Eddie Smith. He's gotten 2 wins this season. Has had a great season so far. See how well he's going to do in qualifying. All right, first lap for Eddie Smith, turns 1 and 2, getting all the way down on that yellow line, and then he's going to drift back up here on the back stretch. Eddie continuing to ride that high line. Looks like Eddie Smith at the top of the board with a 24.13. Second, Joe Yakes, 24.15. And then, oh, there we go, Jamie Barkus to the top of the board with a 24.04. So that's going to bring about a 10th between first and second right now. Patrick Drobick to first with a 23.98. Eddie Smith does much better on lap number 2 with a 23.85. So then Joe Yakes is in second, Jonah Colbert in third. We know Yakes loves these short tracks, as he won at Myrtle Beach last week. Daniel Cunningham to second with a 23.88. He's only 300ths off your current leader in qualifying right now, Eddie Smith. We got your practice leader, Garrett Kinder, on track right now. Kai Shepard on track. He's getting ready to turn his lap times. He actually made both our Extreme Forces Racing League and Mayhem Modified Series intro videos, so shout out to Kai Shepard. He made both of them amazing, and we love displaying them on our broadcast. He does a phenomenal job making promotional videos, so if you maybe need like a promotional video for your iRacing League, he's definitely the guy to contact for sure. So 24.10 for his first lap. Second lap for Kai Schappert. He does improve with the 24.03. Still a little bit off of Eddie Smith right now, but not bad for him. Zach Wetstein on track right now in that 9 machine. Jason Warren to second with a 23.85. But that was on his second lap. So he will be starting right now second behind Eddie Smith, but Jason Warren definitely a favorite to win tonight's event. Warren amazing on these short tracks. But I think the main thing is definitely going to be avoiding these cautions. That's going to be key because I'm sure there was going to be a lot of them. Based on the trends from last week, 21 cautions for 99 laps, and this is, again, another short track with tight, packed racing. I think we're going to see some more of that. Zach Wetstein on lap number 2 with a 24.03, still a little bit off of Eddie Smith, but not bad. We see Chuck Feltz into the top 10 with a 23.94. Cody McElwain slowing down. He won the Mid-Ohio Sports Car race, so showing that he's not only good at the road courses, but he's also good at these short tracks. And I think that, you know, road courses and short tracks are very similar. And if you can do good at one, you can definitely do good at another, just because of the fact that, you know, lots of braking, lots of car control. Got Josh Oswald on track. We know he loves these short tracks. He won the most recent Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series championship. 18th with a 24.09. Lap number 2, we see getting all the way down onto the bottom. Going to drift back up. And he does improve with a 24.01. So that's going to put him in 14th. And qualifying is now wrapping up, and we are getting set for your feature event. So here we go. The field is set, and let's take a look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with JC Motorsports with a 23.848. Eddie Smith on the pole. Outside of him, it will be Jason Warren. In third, it's Daniel D. Cunningham. Fourth with Indy Autosport, it's Joe Yates. And then rounding at your top 5, it is your current points leader, Jonah Colbert. Then in 6th, we have Michael Kostick. 7th is Goat Locker Racing's Cody McElwain and Jamie Barkus in 7th and 8th. Chuck Feltz will be in 9th, and then rounding at your top 10, it's Reaper Racing's Garrett Kinder. Patrick Drobick will be in 11th with Jake Ellingson in 12th. P13 is Brandon Wallace. 14th with Oswald Racing, it's Josh Oswald. And then rounding at your top 15, it's Kai Schappert. Got Hoosier Motorsports' Zach Wetstein in 16th, Travis Bieber 17th, Ray Page 18th. We have Jason Lottridge in 19th, and then rounding at your top 20, Jake Cunningham. Mike Bertassa Jr. in 21st, Charlie Gates Jr. 22nd, Ryan Derrick 23rd. With Big Fish Motorsports, we got Charles Stevens Jr. in 24th. And last but not least, from the Carolina, we have Greg Barnett. So here we go. We are officially pacing. And let's take a look at your race info from the track. Here we go. We got 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 80% humidity, partly cloudy skies, 2 miles per hour wind speed. Track temperature a little bit warmer at 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And we are in Newton, Iowa at the 9/10 of a mile Iowa Speedway. So it's not technically a intermediate track, but it's kind of a large short track. Here we go. We're getting ready to go green here. Again, Eddie Smith will be starting on the bottom. Jason Warren will be starting on the top. Pace car making that. Our left turn onto pit road. We're getting ready to go green. And green flag is out here at Iowa Speedway for 125 laps of racing action. We see Jason Warren gets a good start on the outside. He has the nose over Eddie Smith as we head into turns 1 and 2, but Smith coming back on the bottom. They're pretty much equal as we head onto the back stretch. Smith with the nose. We head into 3 and 4. He's getting a good run. Can he get clear? He does. Eddie Smith up the first now. Jason Warren in second. Jason Warren trying to reel back in Eddie Smith as we trying to set up that pass here in 1 and 2. And oh no, Mike Bertassa Jr. involved in an incident and caution flag is out, and is now time for the Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. I can tell these cows are not going to be bored tonight. So here we go. Right now we're watching Mike Bertassa Jr. And he is side by side with Jake Cunningham. Bertassa with the nose as we head onto the front stretch. He's able to get clear. But then you see the car starts to go around, and he loses it. Slides up into Cunningham. Oh no, he barely misses hitting him. And looks like, oh! And one of the worst glitches, we see Bertassa get stuck into the wall and can't get off, so he had to tow. So that is definitely unfortunate for him. Back under caution here. Eddie Smith in the little green flag run that we did have led our laps. So we got Eddie Smith, and pretty much the whole field, pretty much the whole top 10 is all the same as how we started. We really didn't get too much of a green flag run, and I think we're going to see a lot of that off of 4, cars getting loose. There you go. Let's look at your top 5. And I definitely think Jason Warren has a good car, and I think he does have a chance to get by Eddie Smith. But Iowa's a very tricky track to pass on, so we're going to see how Warren is going to handle that. And do you think we're going to see a couple pit stops drivers coming in to take tires, because I was very brutal on the tires just because of the nature of the track. Eddie Smith, though, just trying to get his 3rd win of the season, get the hat trick, and we've only been a couple races into the season. Haven't been too much into the season. There's still a lot of races left. I believe we are the 8th race through the season, and if Eddie Smith can already get 3 wins, that's saying something. Hey, Kevin, thanks for tuning in to watch the broadcast. He says, go 13 right now. Garrett Kinder in that 9th spot. Right inside of the top 10. He's going to try to hold off Chuck Feltz here, and he's going to try to catch Jamie Barkus on this next restart. Let's see what he can do. Oh, looks like a car crashed under caution. That's Charles Stevens Jr. All right, getting ready to go back green here. Eddie Smith restarting on the bottom. Jason Warren restarting on the top. Here we go. Ratchet Miller says, all right, number 13, get her done. Garrett Kinder will be restarting 9th on this next restart. Green flag is back out. We see Eddie Smith taking off. He's able to get clear of Jason Warren, but Jason Warren is going to try to get back up there in turns 1 and 2. We see Daniel Cunningham side by side with Joe Yakes for that 3rd spot. Cunningham with the nose as we go into the back stretch, but he's not quite clear yet. We see Yakes getting another good run on the outside, side by side here through 3 and 4. We got Yakes with the nose. And it looks like Joe Yakes is able to get clear and up to that 3rd spot. Eddie Smith just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a almost 6/10 lead right now over 2nd place Jason Warren. Eddie Smith is running away with this thing. He's got a very, very fast machine right now. Jonah Colbert trying to get to that 4th spot that is currently held by Daniel Cunningham. Colbert started this race in 5th, hasn't gained or lost any positions yet. He's looking to try to gain one here. Taking a look down low and trying to get under that 54 machine. $23.99 for Eddie Smith as he continues to turn fast lap times. And he is continuing to extend his gap over Jason Warren. Cunningham trying to reel back in Joe Yakes and trying to get back to that 3rd spot where he started. But he's got Jonah Colbert taking a look down low. Jonah Colbert is going to fall back in line behind that 54 machine, but Colbert looking very fast right now. Cunningham all over the back bumper of that 87. 187. He's looking to try to maybe make a pass in the next couple of laps. And he is under that 54 machine. Yakes with the nose. Or actually, no, Cunningham is taking it to the high side. All right. Cunningham. Great run. He is able to get clear. Daniel Cunningham up to 3rd now. We are side by side for 4th. Here comes Jonah Colbert taking a look to the outside of Joe Yakes. Man, we're seeing 2 drivers show that the outside can work here at Iowa. Yep, there we go. Colbert up to 4th now. He is going to be setting his sights on your 3rd place driver, Daniel Cunningham. Look at the cockpit cam of that number 31 JC Race Graphics machine of Jonah Colbert. As you can see, he's just trying to set up that pass, waiting for Daniel Cunningham to make a mistake. And you see Cunningham heads up the track. That's going to leave the bottom for Colbert. But he can't get a good run. See Joe Yates continuing to stay on the back bumper of Jonah Colbert. See Garrett Kinder up to 7th right now, and he's working on Cody McElwain for that 6th spot. Kinder had a great restart. Getting all the way down on that yellow line. Field's starting to get spread out. Joe Yates continuing to try to get back up there to Jonah Colbert. Again, we did see Daniel Cunningham and Jonah Colbert surprised me. They really made the high side work at Iowa. Really did not expect that. See Jamie Barkus looking low under Michael Kostick for that 8th spot. He's got his teammate Patrick Dropick behind him. And there we go. Barkus with the nose. The two make a little bit of contact, and that's going to send Kostick up the track. And we see both Barkus and Dropick be able to get to 8th and 9th. We do see Daniel Cunningham has reeled in Jason Warren. Cunningham getting a great run. Daniel Cunningham right there on your second place driver. He's getting closer and closer to that rear quarter panel. What's he going to try to do here? Cunningham with a great run, getting right up there to that back bumper of the 32. Man, we see Cunningham taking a look down low on the front stretch as we head into turns 1 and 2. Cunningham with the nose. Through 3 and 4, Cunningham. Seems to be the faster car, has been running faster lap times recently. See Cody McElwain taking a look down low under Joe Yates, and oh no! Cunningham has kind of fallen behind a little bit. We see Colbert taking a look to the outside of that 54. Yeah, he's able to get clear. Jonah Colbert up to 3rd now. He's going to be setting his sights on Jason Warren now. I am not sure what happened to Daniel Cunningham. He's just kind of fallen off. Colbert looking high, looking low. But Jonah Colbert's got Joe Yates under him for that 3rd spot. And we are 3 wide for that 2nd spot. Almost, at least. If we weren't, we were pretty close. Colbert, almost clear, almost clear. And there we go. Jonah Colbert up to second now. Now he looks like Joe Yates taking it to the high side above Jason Warren. Yates. Clear. Up to third now. Cody McElwain reeling in Jason Warren now for that 4th spot. Warren dropping like a fly right now, and I don't know if he burnt off his tires. Saw the same thing happen to Daniel Cunningham. Oh no! We see a car into the outside wall. That's Patrick Dropick. We see a lot of drivers having to maneuver around a McElwain now to the rear quarter panel of Jason Warren to the door. They're pretty much equal as we head onto the backstretch. McElwain with the nose. McElwain clear. Cody McElwain up to 4th now. And we take a look at our battle for second between Joe Yates and Jonah Colbert. Jonah Colbert showing us why he is first in points right now. Has had a great performance. Has gained 3 positions since the green flag dropped after running in 5th. He was able to make it by Daniel Cunningham, Joe Yates, and Jason Warren. I am not quite sure, Kevin. I think these drivers are going to try to split the race in half, so I'd say maybe lap 62, if not earlier. Because they definitely can't make it all the way. These Xfinity cars have so much power that it would destroy the tires like instantly if they stayed out longer than 60, 70 laps. And that would just tear up the tires, and the tire might even blow. So I'd say around 50 to 60 laps. But track position at these short tracks is very, very important. So, say if we have a caution come out right now, we're going to see a lot of split decisions between drivers because some drivers will not want to give up that track position. So important just because of how hard it is to pass here at Iowa. And at any short track, it's very, very important. Here's a look right now at Joe Yates trying to set up that pass on Jonah Colbert. And we see Yates taking it down low, able to get to Colbert's rear quarter panel. What is Yates going to try to do here? Right now it's just waiting for that 31 to make a mistake. And one driver who's chilling right now is Eddie Smith, your leader. He's got a 2-second lead just running away from the rest of the field. Smith looking to try to get his 3rd win of the season. See Daniel Cunningham continuing to lose spots. He's got Michael Kostick under him right now. He is definitely, oh no, besides Patrick Drobick, he is the biggest faller. But I don't know what happened to Patrick Drobick. I remember when he was running up front. Something happened to him, and he is entering the pits right now. Let's see if these, I don't know if he's coming in to take tires. I don't think I would come in right now. Must have a lot of damage. He must have gotten into an incident. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, I guess you could say Eddie Smith is on a whole nother planet right now. I'll be here all night, folks. But let's see. Right now in 8th, we got Michael Kostick right now on the back bumper of Zach Wetstein. Kostick to the rear quarter panel of Wetstein, to the door. And we see Jason Warren continuing to fall back. It's looking like he may lose a spot to Zach Wetstein. Kostick continuing to try to set up that pass. Side by side onto the back stretch. To the rear quarter panel, to the door, side by side. I will say, I think we may be starting to near our pit window. Because already we've seen, if you look at Eddie Smith's lap times, we've seen almost 1 second of drop-off already. Which is absolutely mind-blowing. That's just showing how much this track is tearing up those tires. So the tires have to not be feeling too good for all of our drivers right now. 3 wide! What in the world? Michael Kostick, Daniel Cunningham, and Jamie Barkus were 3 wide. That could have been a disaster. We see Barkus with the nose. See Barkus able to get clear now under Zach Wetstein. Barkus with the nose. He gets clear. Jamie Barkus up to 7th now. He's trying to get up there to Jason Warren in 6th. And actually currently have a battle for 2nd beginning to brew again. And maybe a battle for 3rd as well. We see Cody McElwain, Joe Yakes, and Jonah Colbert going at it right now. In fact, Cody McElwain reeling in Joe Yakes fast, trying to set up that pass here. thing is if something happens for second, if, you know, Yakes and Colbert get into it, then McElwain could be able to get up there to second. Looks like these drivers are having to deal with some lap traffic at the moment. Eddie Hughes still chilling. And you gotta be thinking about pit strategy right now. These drivers have 40, 54, 55 laps on their tires right now. And we are nearing the halfway point of this race at lap 62. And we see McElwain taking a look down low under Joe Yakes. They're side by side as we cross the line. McElwain with the nose. Good run, good run, good run. Not quite clear yet. We see Yakes fighting back on the outside, and right behind them we see Garrett Kinder is joining the party. Oh, we see Yakes washes way up the track into the outside wall. And that's going to give the third spot now to Cody McElwain. And McElwain already tracking down Colbert for second. McElwain may have the faster car, I think. Side by side between Jason Warren and Michael Kostick. And there we go. You see Kostick able to get clear of Jason Warren and is up to 7th now. And there we go. Looks like McElwain was able to get by Jonah Colbert. So McElwain up to second now. Could he be the driver that will potentially track down Eddie Smith? Just to put into perspective how big of a gap Smith has right now. He's headed onto the backstretch, and you see the next car is that little, not the car behind him, but that green car after that. Looks like Garrett Kinder currently with some lap car trouble. And look at this. See our first green flag pit stop, Joe Yakes. Coming into the pits, Jason Warren, Zach Wetstein all coming in as well. And there we go. Your leader, Eddie Smith, coming in now to take tires. This will give Cody McElwain the lead now. One driver who I think may have the advantage here on this next green flag pit stop is going to be Joe Yates. If he can get off fast enough, he'll have the freshest tire, or no, he'll have the oldest tires out of the whole field, but he'll be able to get out sooner compared to everybody else. And we see Cody McElwain, Garrett Kinder, Jonah Colbert coming in now to take tires. And this will give the lead now to Michael Kostick. On 64-lap tires, I'm not sure how long Kostick is willing to stay out. He's already put, there's only 9 cars on the lead lap right now. And there we go. We see Michael Kostick finally coming in. But we see Travis Bieber now taking the lead. See how long he stays out. We see Joe Yates getting his lap back. He's up to 7th now. But it looks like if everything goes as planned, then Eddie Smith will inherit the lead once everybody comes in. Bieber, Derek, Wallace, and Barnett. Those tires have got to be feeling pretty bad now. And to put in, perspective of how bad old tires are, you see on Travis Bieber's most recent lap, he 25 second lap time only hit 152 miles per hour, and Eddie Smith ran a 24-second lap and he hit 161 miles per hour. So there's a huge difference. See Garrett Kinder getting his lap back. But the main advantage of what Bieber is doing right now is when he comes in, he will have the freshest tires out of the whole field, which can be a big advantage. We see Barnett finally coming in, so that's going to leave 3 drivers that still need to come in. Travis Bieber, Ryan Derrick, and Brandon Wallace. All right, we've officially gone past lap 70, which is way longer than I expected Bieber was going to stay out. He still has a lot of cars down a lap, but I don't really know if continuing to stay out will be worth it anymore. And let's see what it looks like right now with these old tires for Bieber. Yeah. Let's see. Let me look in 1, 2. Yeah, the car looks pretty uncomfortable right now. But we're playing the waiting game right now. So I think right now, as we wait for Travis Bieber to come in, we're going to go ahead, turn up the volume, and do pump up the intensity. Here we go. That's going to do it for you for Pump Up the Intensity. Hopefully y'all enjoyed us turning up that volume. We see Travis Bieber continuing to stay out despite being on 81 lap tires. And Eddie Smith is catching him fast. He's up to second, and there we go. We see Travis Bieber finally coming in. So out of the whole field, Bieber will have the freshest tires out of everybody. Question is, will this decision to stay out as long as he possibly can be worth it? We'll see. Do have a battle for fifth going on right now. We see Jamie Barkus looking low under Joe Yakes. Looks like Joe Yakes' strategy did not pay off for him, as he was one of the first drivers to come in. He's fallen to sixth right now. Joe Yakes, though, not letting Jamie Barkus away despite getting passed by him. He's going to continue to try to get back by him. Here's a look at the view from Yakes' perspective. We see Barkus trying to get by Jamie, or let's see, he's trying to get by Garrett Kinder. like these drivers are having to get through some lap traffic, and I'm sure Eddie Smith is having to deal with that too. Smith. This is the Eddie Smith lap right here. Lap number 87. Put your 87s in the air. So we're celebrating Eddie Smith in the lead on his number lap. He's got a 5-second lead right now, but he is going to have to deal with a lot of lap traffic. Got Joe Yakes battling with Ryan Derrick for 5th right now. So Yakes is back into the top 5. Brandon Wallace is coming back in. He must have had an issue. We see Zach Wetstein reeling in Jason Warren. Ooh, Wetstein is blinking a little bit. We got Ryan Derrick. He was gonna... What? So Ryan Derrick has not come into the pits yet. He was gonna come into the pits, but... looks like he misses pit road. That's unfortunate for Ryan Derrick. That's going to cost him a lot of track position. We continue to see Zach Wetstein trying to get by Jason Warren. He did have Michael Kostick under him, but he was able to get back by him. There we go. Ryan Derrick finally into the pits now. He is actually truly the last driver to come into the pits. See Barkus trying to get by Garrett Kinder for 3rd. And we see Zach Wetstein has finally been able to get under Jason Warren for 6th. Wetstein, he's going to fall back in line behind Warren, but he definitely took a shot. He has a fast car. Let's see if he can get back. Oh, there's Jamie Barkus taking a look down low under Garrett Kinder for 3rd to the rear quarter panel. Couldn't quite get there. Zach Wetstein continuing to try to get by Jason Warren. He's got Michael Kostick under him right now. We're almost 3 wide right now. In fact, we are 3 wide. We see Jason Warren and Michael Kostick almost make contact, and we see Zach Wetstein took advantage of that 3 wide situation. He flies by both of them and gets up to 6th. It looks like Warren is going to lose another spot to Michael Kostick. Back, we see Jamie Barkus continuing to try to get by Garrett Kinder. Here's a look at that cockpit cam of the 15 Goat Locker racing machine. He's getting a good run. Oh, looks like he's able to get to Garrett Kinder's rear quarter panel as we head onto the back stretch. Kinder able to get back clear. we are officially nearing 25 laps to go for these drivers. Let's do a little rundown of your top 5 currently. Got Eddie Smith in first. Start on the pole, has dominated this race. Cody McElwain in second. He quickly made his way into the top 5 after starting in 7th. And after the pit strategy was said and done, he was in second. Third, Garrett Kinder, one of our biggest movers of the race after starting in 10th. He made quick work of a lot of drivers and is up to third right now. He's currently in a battle with Jamie Barkas, who's looking down low. Barkas is in fourth right now. He started in 8th, has had a great race. And then Joe Yakes, who has been running in the top 5 for most of this race, started in 4th and has just been kind of hovering around that area. He's chilling out in 5th right now. And we saw Jamie Barkas taking a look down low into Garrett Kinder. He falls back in line behind him. There's only 12 cars on the lead lap right now. We're seeing a very dominant performance by Eddie Smith, looking to add a 3rd win to his resume this season in only 8 races, which that's very phenomenal. Winning 3 of the 8 races, pretty good. Look at this. We see Jamie Barkas getting a great run on the bottom. He's able to get by Garrett Kinder and is up to 3rd, but a little crossover move from the 13, looking back low. To almost make a little bit of contact. Kinder getting a good run, but he has to fall back behind that 15 machine. See Caustic trying to get by Zach Wetstein for 6th. These two were battling for a little bit. 20 laps to go for Eddie Smith now. What a race he has had. Currently has an 8-second lead. Yeah, I really don't know what anybody can really do to Eddie Smith. As long as he keeps running at the rate he's running, should be able to have it. And right now, Smith, he's got an 8-second lead over Cody McElwain. I mean, unless he wrecks or something. Don't want to jinx anything. That's really the only way that McElwain can really get up there to Smith. Again, just what a dominant performance that 87 has had. Smith will be coming up on some lap cars. Let's see if that how that affects things. take a look at our biggest movers and fallers of tonight's event. Zach Wetstein is your biggest mover, started in 16th and is running in 6th. Just made some smart moves and has avoided trouble. And currently hanging out right in 6th currently. Does have Caustic on his back bumper. And our biggest faller, I do not know what happened to Jonah Colbert. Colbert was running in that 2nd spot for a little bit. He was running really good, but after the green flag pit stops, I kind of lost track of him. Hate to see it there for that 31. See, Logan Sturgeon says, "Let's go big fish." Let's see, let's take a look at some of where some of our big fish drivers are right now. Charles Stevens Jr. had a rough race. He is currently out of this one. He mainly disconnected. And Chuck Feltz, he is currently running in 12th right now. Just went a lap down, and he's had a decent race. Looking to try to maybe get a top 10, of course. There's only 10 cars in the lead lap, and he's down a lap. So, I don't know. I think definitely has a top 15 car. Looking to try to get a good finish here tonight. See Garrett Kinder reeling back in Jamie Barkus. Barkus getting slowed down a little bit by lap traffic. I don't know what he's going to do here. Goat Locker has definitely had a great race so far. We got Cody McElwain in 2nd, Barkus in 3rd, and then Patrick Drobick in 15th. We got 3 Goat Locker cars all on top 15. Great race for that organization. But JC Motorsports in the lead, though, with Eddie Smith. Again, we take a look at Garrett Kinder continuing to try to get back by Jamie Barkus for 3rd. This is exactly what it looks like right now from the sim rig of that 13 machine. Really like that paint scheme. That has got to be one of my favorite paint schemes on the track with like the blue. I love it. Four laps to go for Kinder to try to get by Barkus, continuing to set up that pass. Waiting for maybe Barkus to make a mistake here or get maybe caught up by lap traffic. Two laps to go for Eddie Smith with an 11-second lead right now. He's trying to cap off his dominant performance by breaking into the win column and getting his 3rd win of the season. White flag is out. After starting on the pole, Eddie Smith has just dominated this race except for during green flag pit stops. He really hasn't lost the lead. All he has to do is make it through turns 3 and 4, and he will be your winner at Iowa. Eddie Smith, an 11-second lead, your winner at Iowa. Congratulations. And we got fireworks going off right now. Everybody in the stands celebrating the victory of Eddie Smith. We're getting ready for the burnout. Ooh! Colbert giving Eddie Smith a little congratulations nudge. I bet he is very proud that his driver got his 3rd victory of the season. Right now, Eddie Smith very happy. We see Kai Shappert joining in on the fun. We are waiting for your top 3 to get into the waiting room. We got Eddie Smith in. We'll start off by interviewing your 3rd place finisher, Jamie Barkis. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have... There we go. We got your 3rd place finisher, Barkis, into the waiting room. Let's go ahead and pull him in. Jamie, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man. What's going on? You got me?
Yep, got you. I just had to switch my headphones, but man, what a race for you. Started in that 8th spot, and we saw you quickly make your way up through the field, and you were kind of hanging around that top 10 for most of the race. And then we saw after the pit stops, you were up in 3rd, and that's kind of how you stayed, or you were in 4th, and you were able to get by Garrett there late in the race, and that's kind of where you hung out for the rest of the race, and you were able to hold off Garrett. I mean, what'd you think of this race here at Iowa?
Oh, man, I love Iowa. And we got exactly what we needed, which was long green flag runs. That's what makes Iowa fun. If it's just caution fest and just short runs, Iowa's kind of blah. But that was a lot of fun. Good long runs. Had a lot of fun there with Garrett. Really was patient there, able to get around him finally. But, good clean racing between the 2 of us. And, he didn't just make it easy, and that was a blast.
Now, what was going to be your pitch strategy? And I know you might have had like 2 if it was going to – I mean, here's my question. If you had a pitch strategy, what was it going to be if it was like either going to go a bunch of cautions or go green all the way?
Well, if it was going to be a bunch of cautions and, we're going to look at pitting every 25 laps because that kept you on pace with the tires. But, we were hoping it was going to be long green flag runs, which we got. So it was just, get to halfway, pit, and have to run it out. So to make that work, you got to take care of the tires a little bit. I got kind of set back a little bit. Me and Pat got together, which is really unusual for the two of us to do. Not sure if I just came down too much on the corner entry there or what happened with that, but that kind of put me back a little bit. So thrilled to death with the third place finish. It was a great run tonight, and man, can't say enough about the job everybody did.
Now, before we let you go, Jamie, is there anybody you would like to thank?
Thank you guys up in the booth with Intensity. Do a great job as always, making us look good. The rest of Original Rebels and Jonah for taking this league over and keeping it running as smooth as it is. And of course, our Goat Locker sponsors, Jam Pring Promotions, Gill Insurance Advisors, Travis Lee Creative, G2G Trailers, and Veterans 48. So they keep this thing going forward, and we appreciate everybody's support with that. So thanks again for the job you do, Atlee.
Yep, we definitely had fun doing the broadcast here tonight. So congratulations on third, Jamie. Have a great rest of your night.
You too.
All right, we're going to go ahead and pull in your second place finisher, Cody McElwain. Cody, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Awesome. Well, what a fantastic race for you. I know started off in that 7th spot and you quickly made your way up to the field, running in the top 5 for most of the race. And after the green flag pit stops, I looked at the standings behind Travis and Ryan, and you were running in right behind Eddie. So I'm like, after everything cycles through, you're going to be in second. And then you stayed there for the rest of the race. You couldn't catch Eddie, but still, fantastic performance. What you think of this race?
Yeah, man, I knew pretty early on that I would not have anything for Eddie. He's just super fast around here. But yeah, I tried to just take care of my stuff best I could while kind of maintaining the gaps and all. And I was kind of running the same lap times as Eddie there towards the end, and I got tangled up with a lap car toward, I don't know, somewhere around lap 100 or so. And that slowed me down a lot. But yeah, man, it was good race. Like I said, just tried to take care of my stuff and did what I could. Just didn't have anything for Eddie.
Now, were you expecting to be this little cautious? I know last race at another short track, Myrtle Beach, we saw 21. Were you expecting we only have one tonight?
Honestly, no. I figured we'd have more, but I was very glad, that it went the way it did. I love green flag stops and strategy and having to take care of your stuff. Just a whole lot more fun that way. So yeah, it's just an awesome race tonight.
Definitely agree with you there. But before I let you go, Cody, is there anybody you'd like to thank before I let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to thank our sponsors over at Goat Locker Racing, Veterans 48, Gill Insurance Advisors, Jam Printing and Promotions, G2G Trailers, Tracks for Vets, Travis Lee Creative. Just like to shout out to my teammates. They always help me a lot with strategy and things like that. Just like to thank Jonah and everybody that puts on this league. And I'd like to thank y'all for doing what you do in the booth. Y'all do a great job.
Appreciate it, man. And again, congratulations on that second place finish. Have a great rest of your night.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
And now it's time to pull in the man of the hour with his third win of the season from Brandon, Mississippi, Eddie Smith. Eddie, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Atlee.
Hey, Eddie. What an awesome race for you tonight. Absolutely dominant performance. I know you started on the pole, and except for during green flag pit stops, you led every single lap, and you had a great pit strategy where you were able to inherit the lead after everybody cycled through. I mean, what was your take on this race? I mean, how does it feel?
Well, it feels great. This field is completely stacked with talent. So every win in this particular series is I'm always proud of. Yeah, Iowa's just not a fun track just because it seems like it could have multiple grooves, but it really only has one. So that really benefits starting on the pole. So was really happy to see that I got the pole, was able to take the lead there early on. So without that, it would have been a lot more difficult. Guys having to try to make passes, it just takes so much tire to pass people. And so being out in the front, save as much tire as I wanted without any kind of consequence. And that was really the difference. So.
Got you. Well, what does it take to, dominate at a track here like Iowa? And I mean, what do you think sets you apart from the rest of the field?
Well, I think there's a couple things. Like I said, I mean, just being able to have a right front it's in good shape because I'm not having to fight people because of how hard it is to pass. That's number one. I mean, getting out front, not having to worry about that. That's number one. But I think once the tires start wear out, you have to move up and have your left sides on the seam, the bottom seam. And in turn one, particularly, you have to wait on there's a dip in the middle of turn 1 and 2, and you have to wait on it to get on the gas. Most guys get on it too early, and you push off, and that burns the right front up. So I saw a lot of folks doing that, so I was able to wait, get on the throttle. And 3 and 4 is just all about patience of keeping the right rear on the track. So just patience. But like I said, I mean, when you're the leader, you can have all the patience in the world, and that gives you all the tire saving. So just a good qualifying effort, really, I think, is what won this race.
Gotcha. Well, before I let you go, Eddie, take this opportunity to thank your sponsors.
Yeah, I want to thank JC Motorsports, Jonah, Daniel, Jake Cunningham, Zach Wetstein was in there too. So we all were kind of throwing ideas off each other, but definitely always appreciate them. I want to thank all the veterans that were in the race tonight. Veterans Day was yesterday, but definitely want to shout out all the veterans and just how much I appreciate what they've done in their service and how much respect I have for them. So definitely big shout out to them. Thank all the Rebels guys, and thank you, Atlee, for broadcasting for us.
Yeah, no problem. We definitely had fun doing it for sure. So again, congratulations on the victory, Eddie, and hopefully we might see a couple more this season.
All right, see ya.
All right, have a good one. Well, that is going to do it here for our broadcast of the Goat Locker Racing Xtreme Xfinity Series. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goal of 2,000 followers on Facebook by our 2-year anniversary in April, and I think we can reach that goal as a racing and iRacing community. And I did look, and we are we're only 4 subscribers away from 500 on YouTube. So make sure to go to your YouTube account, type in Intensity Broadcasting, hit that subscribe button because it helps support us, and it's free and it's greatly appreciated. And we're trying to, again, reach our goal of 500 subscribers. And make sure to check us out on Twitter, Intensity Broad 1. We are always dropping polls on there. It's a fun time for sure. And also make sure to, again, just like, follow, and subscribe. I'm Atlee. I'm Waste on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.